In this video, I'll be showing you how to edit your outdoor raw photos when it comes to Photoshop. And in case you want to download this image practice and follow along with, simply check the link in the video description. So in order to import the image, simply right click on the image and select open with Photoshop, and it is going to open up in Camera Raw, or you can as well drag and drop the image into Photoshop in order to import it into Camera Raw. So the very first step to color grading is first of all making sure that you have the right exposure and the right colors. So right exposure and contrast, and you also have to color correct first. And before you do all this, make sure that the monitor that you have is displaying accurate colors. So for this, I'm using the MacBook Pro. So I'm just going to come to the highlights first of all and reduce on the highlights, and I'll do the same for the whites to recover the hotspots that were in, or to get rid of the hotspots on the skin. Then I'll come and add contrast to the image to about 10, and I'll come and take the blacks down to add more contrast, and I'll open up the shadows of the image to about 23. Then I'll simply come and open up the overall exposure of this very image to about plus 2.0. so that is what I have. So you can say before, after. And the next step, I'm just going to come and I show you the next panel, which is the color panel. In the color panel, basically we have the temperature, and temperature determines how cool or how warm the image is. So in case the image is too blue, introducing more yellows by moving this towards the yellow side, and in case it is too yellow, introducing more blues to correct it to a perfect white balance. So for this, I'm just going to come and leave it the way it is because the white balance is okay. Then I'll come and add more vibrance to the image to about 3. Then I'll come to my next panel, which is the color mixer. And in color mixer, basically we have two options. We have the mixer and we also have point color. Mixer, basically you get the picker tool and you sample a color that you want in the image, and you can adjust it depending on the hue, saturation and luminance. Then in the mixer we have the same options, hue, saturation and luminance, but here we have well limited colors, and you can use, or you can achieve more colors with point color because some colors may not exist within the selected or the mentioned colors regarding reds, oranges, greens, aquas, blues, purples and magentas. So in point color you can deal with more colors. So how point color works, just get that and sample a color that you want. Then simply adjust the saturation or the intensity of that given color. So I'm just going to slightly reduce on the intensity of the yellows or the targeted color. Then I'll come to the mixer, and under mixer we have hue, saturation and luminance. Hue deals with changing a color, saturation is the intensity of a color, luminance is the brightness level of a given color. So for this, basically I'll come to my hues and play around with the greens in this case. So whenever you're changing a hue of a color, you're making that color look like a color just above it or the color below it. So whenever you move towards the right hand side, you're making the greens look like the color below it, which is the aquas. And moving this towards the left hand side, you're making the greens more towards the yellow side. So that is how the hue is going to be working. So for this, I'm just going to make my greens towards the aquas a little bit. So I feel like that is okay, but I feel like the greens are oversaturated. I'll come to saturation. Remember, saturation is the intensity of a color, and I'll simply reduce on the intensity or the saturation of the greens a little bit to about -11. Then I'll come to luminance. Luminance is basically the brightness level of a color. So for this, I'm just going to come and play around with the luminance of the oranges to add more contrast to the skin. So you can either darken the oranges or you can decide to brighten the oranges. So for this, I'm just going to take this down slightly to around -8 to introduce in more contrast to the skin of the subject. So after that, I'm just going to come to the color grading panel. And by that, this is the before so far and this is the after. So color grading, basically we have this color grading panel. And in this panel we have midtones, shadows and highlights. So for example, if you want to add a given color to the shadows, you can just click in the middle and you hover around to see how that color is going to be affecting the photo or the image. So in case you want to work on the shadows, you can introduce in more blues And the closer you move this towards the edge of this bigger circle, the more intense that color is going to be, and the closer it is towards the center, the less intense that color is going to be. So I'll just add a tiny bit of blues to my shadows, and I'll come to the midtones and introduce in more oranges, just a little bit. I feel like that is okay. So this is a before, after. So in case you want to make the image pop, we shall come to our calibration panel and come to blue primary, because this deals so much with the reds, greens and blues in the image. So just come to saturation, and you can, so when you take down the saturation, you can notice that the reds, greens, oranges and some blues are going to be desaturated. So in case you want to make the colors pop, simply come and move this towards the right hand side, and that is going to make the image pop. So after doing these simple adjustments in camera raw, you can see before and the after. So come and click on open to open the photo in Photoshop. And basically in Photoshop, we want to deal with the skin tones of the subject. So for this first step, we want to deal with the skin tones and get even and uniform skin tone for our subject. So usually this step should be done after you have done the skin retouching on the image. So for this, we are basically going to come to adjustments and come to solid color to create a solid color adjustment layer. Don't mind about the color that will display over your image. Just come and click on OK. Then come and turn off the solid color layer and double click on this color right here to open up the solid color picker right here. And by using sample size of 5x5 average, and make sure sample all layers is selected right there, we just want to zoom in and look for an area on the skin color that we want the rest of the image to look like. And by the way, you can change this color later on. So I'll just sample from about this area and click OK. After that, just come and turn this layer back on, and you can notice that this color is going to be affecting the overall image. So all we have to do is simply coming and change the blend mode from normal and change it all the way down to color. So you can notice that this color is affecting the overall image at this point. Yeah, this color is affecting the overall image at this point. So what do we have to do? We just want to limit it to only affect the skin tone. So just come to this white layer mask, select it and press Ctrl I on the keyboard, or you can use Command I to invert that color or hide it. So in order to reveal this color to appear in the image, all we have to do is simply coming and getting the brush tool, the normal brush tool, and make sure that the hardness set to 0. Soft round brush is selected. The mode is normal opacity and flow at 100%. Then make sure that we have black and white on these two color swatches. In case we have any color that is not black and white, simply press D on the keyboard to reset to the default, or click on the tiny swatches. Then make sure white is the foreground color or the top color on these swatches. You can use X on the keyboard or use this arrow key. So with white, we want to reveal what was hidden behind this black layer mask. So all we have to do is increasing on the size of the brush tool by using the bracket keys or the square bracket key on the keyboard, and simply painting over the area of the skin. So be careful not to paint extras, just paint only on the skin. And in case you paint extras, you can always come and correct or rectify those extras by painting using a black brush. So black is going to be hiding and white is going to be revealing. So in case you want to erase colors from certain areas, all you have to do is coming to these swatches right here, and with these swatches with black as the foreground color, you can simply erase colors from certain areas that you did not want, or the colors that you don't want to appear in certain areas of your photo or of your image. So make sure you paint each and every area that has skin tones so that you don't leave out any area. So I know sometimes the color may look odd, but we can always come back and we make it or we perfect it later on. So paint like that, and whether you can zoom in by using Command plus on the keyboard, or you can use Ctrl plus on the keyboard and zoom into the image to be precise with the painting process. So I'm just going to paint right there. Like I said, every single area that has skin tones should be painted like that. So I'm just going to come to the face area and simply paint on the neck area. And I won't leave out the face because right now we are trying to get even skin tones for the rest of the subject's body, and the face is part of the body. So once you're done painting and making sure to have painted majority of the areas, for the next step we want to fine tune this color so it can look natural and it can look a little bit more realistic at this point. So make sure you have painted each and every area that has or contains skin color or skin tone. So right now this is what we have. So like I said, make sure to erase extra colors that you have painted over your image. So I've erased from that area. So Command 0 to zoom out. So this is what we have regarding the skin tone color. So for the next step, come the opacity and reduce on the opacity so that the colors can look natural and can look a little bit more realistic. So about 64 is okay. And in case the skin is looking too orange, all we have to do, come and create a hue and saturation adjustment layer and come and click on the reds and take down the lightness of the reds, reduce on the oranges, especially within the skin tone. And you can as well take down the saturation in case it is too much. Then you can play around with the hue values in case the skin is too reddish or greenish. So after this, we shall simply come and create another selective color adjustment layer to affect these colors in a more selective way. So you're just going to come and select the blacks and introduce in more cyans to the blacks to make the image a little bit more cinematic. Then we shall also introduce in more blacks under the blacks to make this image even pop and make the dark areas better regarding this very image. So this is how you can manipulate these colors. You can even target the greens, and you decide to introduce in more magentas to the greens, and this is going to be perfect for you. Or you can add any color to any targeted color of the image. So this is how you can color grade or edit your outdoor raw images in Photoshop. So I hope you have learned a thing or two from this video. Ronix from Ronix Photography. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in yet more videos on this channel. Don't forget, keep practicing and as well keep creating.